Okay, welcome back to Really Big Hat. I'm Jared, and this is our Humankind Empire difficulty Let's Play. So let's get back to it. We are currently in the industrial era as the French, and we've reached a position of pretty much world peace, I want to say. For all intents and purposes, we are allied with all three empires that we haven't vassalized. So currently, nobody's in a position to attack anybody. That's very good. Well, nobody's in a position to attack us. I don't know about anybody else attacking each other, but it doesn't matter. Oh, hey, and then there's those achievements again. So, let's get back to it. Build some more exhibition halls. Go heavy on science. In fact, speaking of going heavy on science, I want to put this city on collective minds. That gets us up to 1,800 science per turn. Could definitely be a lot better.
And you are here because? Sovereign.
Okay, so let's get to work on some more of these. Actually, yeah, let's queue up a couple. Then over here, we've got all of them built that we can. So let's work on some infrastructure. Let's get some industry going. And then let's try and see if we can find a high food. Ah, 34. Yes, please.
30 research quarters. It's a city so full of specialists that nobody can understand anyone else.
Here, get to work on another exhibition hall. Just get those queued up wherever we
Starvation? I'm afraid they've already...
You have my attention.
And I keep accidentally clicking on the stuff that opens the trade menu. Oh man, look at all of the military Green has. Jeez Louise. Ooh, that'd be expensive to upgrade all of them. As opposed to 3 turns to pop up here. Let's go ahead and get a squad of them queued up, just in case. So these guys are really not happy about still being vassals. I don't know how much I need them to still be either. They're hanging out in 3rd.
How do you do, whoever you are?
I'm gonna grant their freedom.
Accepted. Welcome as a warm day in winter.
And then I'm just gonna start trading with them.
What do you say to this
I guess
appealing
not.
proposal? You're forgiven.
I just did that.
Magnanimously.
And we'll see what they decide to do with their newfound freedom. guess I still have green as well,
Hail,
which I
sovereign.
also don't think I need. But they're friendly, so... Sure, I guess I'll keep them. I'm just looking at all of that and thinking that they might be up to something, you know? Well, I'll make sure I've got military building up.
The world is full of new opportunities, is it not?
Don't let that
I
bother
don't
you. Today,
need any of that,
it's nothing. Really.
and I will
A
accept this.
proposal as fair as a sun.
You guys just hang out there. Just trying to stay ready. And up here, why don't I train a squad here too? How about this one full of musketeers? Yeah, so that was reminding us of the endgame conditions, and I have removed the air limit and the turn limit, as well as pollution, from being factors to end the game. So somebody is either going to have to finish the tech tree, colonize Mars, or vassalize everybody, basically. So the game is actually going to carry on a little bit longer than it usually would. And that might not actually benefit me. Well, yeah, it's gonna be close. It's gonna be close. I've got that red player nipping at my heels. What do we have here?
You have my ear.
I don't want that
Today?
grievance. There's an Estate Star. And that's very good, because those are worth a lot for me. Yeah.
Hail, friend.
They want a scientific agreement. I
Accepted.
absolutely accept. And then down here, let's move these guys over there. Oh, and they can already get upgraded. The line infantry, yeah. Huh. Right out of the box, huh? Sure, I'll do that. And then I think these guys as well. Yeah. And I think I'll just make this a mega army then. I've got the space for it. Those aren't very good. So I think I might just get back to work on some infrastructure. And then maybe train another squad. Science. Science. I think that actually would have... Yeah, that probably just leveled out since I took money to go into science, but I was already putting all of my money into science, so I don't think that did anything. Okay, so let's see. Oh, that's another good one. Since I'm not going to be getting any militarist or expansionist stars, I really need to work on the other ones. Talking agrarian, estate. builder stars. Yeah. Maybe I could get a merchant star. Maybe. But really, those estate stars are money. Money for me. The next one's coming in another 20k, basically. Which I'll get, well, fairly soon. Probably about 15 turns. But we are at a point where it's just maintaining things. What is that? What is that? Who are they? Who are they? Where did they come from? Rebels from the Austro-Hungarians. Okay. So they're not remaining very stable, are they? Well, I'll just let this auto battle because it's just a simple matter of moving forward and shooting. Nothing that I need to be directly involved with. Kind of upsetting that their rebels came after me instead of them. But, hey, what are you gonna do? Okay, back up here. Let's see if there's another good... Yeah, that's pretty good. And then... What do I have here? Dragoons? Maybe I'll finish out that army. With some... Again, I am not really sure how to pronounce this. Maybe... I think it's Cuirassiers? Cuirassiers? I have no idea. But that's what I'm gonna get. Pronunciation aside. Okay, and over here. Any good? Yeah, farmers' quarters. Because this city, with Machu Picchu, is basically helping feed the rest of my empire, and once again, I'm having some troubles with food. Okay, now they're hanging out there, so I will just leave them to do that. Just build up that army.
Whether or not the world goes hungry, with 30 farmers' quarters, this city certainly won't.
Okay, and back up here again. Oh, got a coal mine I can get. Then I suppose I could get some train stations up. I'm gonna take that 800 science and I'm gonna put it towards nationhood. I want the nature reserve. Then I'll get up to electricity. And you know what? I might just try and rush towards... Where is it? It's up here somewhere. Rocket science for the space station. And build my way to Mars again. Finish the game that way. Might be the thing to do.
And you are here because...
Looks like rebels from Austro-Hungarians causing troubles down there again. We have a bunch of Naginata samurai. Up there, come again. How much do I still need this Mongol horde army? I guess not that much. Well, I'll keep them just for the numbers. But I was thinking about dumping them back into a population somewhere. Either that or upgrade all of them. I don't have the gold for all of them, I don't think. No.
Ah, the first rail link. They're efficient and ecological, if a bit noisy. It'll be a bit more acceptable when they go electric.
So up here, let's get some science infrastructure. Let's just tag all these in. Got another Estate Star. Very good. Keeping my lead.
Starvation? I don't mean to nag, but the marks one leaves on history should not necessarily be from malnutrition.
I am doing my best. I really don't know how many farmers' quarters I have to put down in this thing.
Knowledge, in a form that is codified and searchable, has become available to all. This is no small gift.
Huh. I got something. Okay, so let's get another rail link down here somewhere. I actually think right here would work. And then let's get down a nature reserve right next to it. More of somebody else's rebels coming to harass me. That one took a chunk out. They got my knights. That's just annoying. And ironically, it's probably my fault that they've got rebels, because, yeah, it looks like I've got sphere of influence over them. I don't know how much that's affecting their stability, but anyway, I'm gonna bring this army down here. Hang out with them. And oh, got a coal mine here. Don't mind if I do. Oh, it looks like I have a couple. And then let's get up at least one nature reserve. And I would like a rail link up here somewhere. It's actually suggesting down here for the influence. I prefer it to be up here though. Let's put it right here. Why not? Get a little production out of it. Those, once they're all up, will help me navigate my continent fairly well. I could use another one down here somewhere, I think. And that'd be enough. Got an offer coming in.
Something to make
Non-aggression,
A proposal
absolutely.
as fair as a
And
summer's day.
how about
We
luxury
accept.
trading? Hmm?
A proposal
Good.
for your consideration.
Since I'm not just taking them anymore. There we are.
A pleasure to.
Oh, there's more rebels.
Excellent. A nature reserve. There are indeed some spaces that are better to be preserved and observed, not dug up and processed.
Well, there's a militarist star. That's not something I thought I'd be getting, but with a steady stream of just people coming to try and blow my stuff up, what else are you gonna do? Have them hang out here. And up here, I've still got some musketeers. I wonder if I really need them. I could get them upgraded. I could just dump them back into the population and then output line infantry. Let's do that. Oops, went too far. Let's give them some heavy weapons. Okay, so that's given me unit industry cost, and I am building units. Again, units I'm hoping never to have to use, but... Well, as Gandhi says in Civ 6, there's no shame in deterrence. Okay, so I could get industry, science, or money here. So it's... I think I'll go for the industry, actually. And then if I want science, I can just turn on collective minds. Yep, more rebels. Yep, more rebels. Ay, ay, ay. Why won't you attack them? Why do you keep coming at me? So. Useful improvements. Okay, so yeah, let's get a couple of these up here as well. Let's see, where is it? Oh, here we go. Down here. Let's just kind of head up, grab all. I think that's a bit too many. Let's get two for now. Those are actually pretty expensive. Ooh, money. Well... Okay, so there's a chance of bad consequences, though. So I'll go for that. Oh, another battle. More rebels. See, now I'm thinking about that guy from Wayne's World. Why do they come to me to die? Why do they come to me to die? Oh, boy. But seriously, why are they coming to me? Why aren't they messing with those guys? They're not my rebels.
You have my attention.
Okay, so that's fine, I guess. Don't know why you need to end that, but whatever. Let's see here. Actually, I think I'll put you on Collective Minds too. Get me up to 3,200 science per turn. That's not bad at all. That's respectable. Maybe not for turn 311. But I'm not too upset about it. And again, I'm still in the lead. That's the important part. It's a slim lead, and I'm barely hanging on to it, but I am in the lead.
Do something clever today.
A proposal as fair as a summer's day.
In fact, let's open borders, huh?
I have something here.
That way you can get out. There's not really anywhere to go, but hey, you can get out. I'm gonna bring these guys down here as well, since this seems to be where the rebels are coming across nowadays. And then, I'm loath to lose all that money, but I would kind of want to put this on Collective Minds too. No, let's just grab all these. Let's improve our science that way. I'm climbing the tree. I am climbing the tech tree. Still gonna be quite a while though. And I'm really thinking of going production in the final era now, so that I can just power build like the space station and complete all the projects. I think that's a good plan. Okay, up here, I'm thinking probably the same thing. Let's grab a bunch of scientific infrastructures here. Again, keep trying to power up that tech tree.
We've been going nowhere.
Okay,
A
here we go.
proposal as fair as a
Do you want to
summer's
be
day.
allies?
What do you say
Yes,
to this appealing
good.
proposal?
Let's get a scientific agreement.
Oh, please.
Yeah, now we're friends. Because of course, you know, why not?
I bid you greetings in the name of
Oh,
my
he's
proud
got a bunch of
people.
stuff that I haven't bought yet. Let's do that. There we go.
Do something clever today.
Sure.
Accepted.
Okay. Now, what to work on here? Okay, so I've got some more scientific infrastructures up. And there's some industrial ones too. That'll also be useful. Okay, and I can go to the next era now. Let me look at my stars first and see if there's any that are like really close. Nope, not really. Not really. Yeah, so let's just age up. So I'm thinking about industry, so I could go Australia here. there's a few other options. I could go for Japan again because their unique district comes with a bunch of industry. I think... who was it? The Soviets technically do as well. But I don't need to go expansionist. That would be kind of silly. Yeah, I'm thinking Australians. I'm thinking Australians. I'm gonna try and just power up my industry
For a start,
and use
they
that.
hold a rather unique place in
to go
both
to Mars.
geography and anthropology. The Australians. Though I have been told that the correct pronunciation is actually Strine.
So, let's get this up. 133. I'd have to remove an exhibition hall, though. So, well, I'd only lose 10 science, though. Sure, let's do it. Then over here, we've got an 88. And got a 42 next. So that'll probably... Yeah, okay. So that's a really good one, though, that first one. Then up here, let's see how many good ones I can get. Well, 3 really good ones, and then still 33 is not bad.
Something to make our...
A proposal is...
Okay, so I could get stability, or I could get science investing.
Reaching the end of an ideology
Or science.
isn't extremist. Think of it as
How is
being
my science
focused,
return
yes?
now?
Very
Probably go down a
goal-oriented.
bit. Yeah, it's down to 2,500. Since I don't have collective minds as a thing anymore.
5 makers quarters.
I do have.
It seems that
what's it
someone
called?
took the phrase
Builder one.
building your future a bit too literally.
Land Raiser. That's what it's called. Actually, do I want to do that? You know what? Sure. I'll do it here just to get these up. And then maybe this is where I'll try and base my space race stuff. Then up here, let's... Ooh, 131. This one, we got a 91. Then down here is an 83. Then we're looking at a 46. Let's go ahead and just let's go ahead and plug that one in. Let's do that.
15 makers quarters. At this rate, the entire city is going to...
Something to make our affairs...
A proposal is fair.
Funny how things change, huh? We'll see how quick I can crawl up this tech tree to get towards the space race stuff. I should have plenty of industry to build it once I do. Okay. You know what? Here, I believe I've actually got some more decent spots. Hey, what's one over there? Sure. For maybe just some research quarters.
There is discernible pollution in this territory,
Okay.
but no need for gas.
Come, come.
Maybe
Let us-
that's because I'm strip mining. I've decided I don't like this planet and I want a new one. You know, that would be kind of cool if after you finish a game of like this or Civ 6 where there's a space victory, if you immediately went into a game of like Stellaris and it just transitioned flawlessly, that would be kind of cool. Okay, let's get this online, because I am going to need that. Yeah, I forgot to look around for resources. Okay, I've got some here. Let's knock one of those off, and let's just grab that oil. Grab this, what is that, aluminum? Yeah. And I don't have the tech for the uranium yet. Should be. Maybe close, though? No, that'll be a while, actually. Okay, yeah, there's rocket science. So I'm still... Yeah, I just need oil for the space station, so while that's working, I can hopefully research up to uranium, because I think I need that for one of the missions. There isn't anything here, and it's still on Landraiser. I think I'm going to go ahead and turn that off. Spread out. Get some more science up there. And I guess up there. Then over here, just going to desperately keep trying to get more food. Just do my best. And then just keep plugging ahead, trying to get to that, trying to get to the space station. Okay, so now they hate me. Well, I've got my military here. I guess I could let them go, but I don't know. Most of those are just like Hunnic hordes. Well, those aren't the least bit threatening. What do they have? 34 combat strength. Yeah, that's not doing much. Okay, so I'm just gonna ignore them and hope that everything works out. That's a plan, right? Okay, let's grab these down here. Let's just try and work in some infrastructure everywhere. Just try and get more science. Over here, let's go ahead and get those down. Some aluminum. Got a coal. And I can get a couple of these. Yes, I do have more uranium. I've got 2 slots. I think I need 2. I might need more, but that's fine, because I could trade for it. Somebody would have to have some. Probably the red player. He's been in the final era for a while. Okay, I got up to radar. So the next one I'm working on is rocket science. Good, good. Okay, let's work on some science. science infrastructure. Science infrastructure here. Words. Germans are getting aggressive. Shocker. And I say that as being, I think, like 60% German, so yeah, don't at me. Got a coal mine in here somewhere. Down there. Go ahead and get that up. Then, yep, put that in for some science infrastructure. Maybe get some research quarters. Yeah, I got a couple of 18s here. That's good. Ooh. Yeah, let's plop another. Oh, no. Just notice that I'm snowballing on stability here. How and why? How and why? Ah. Good thing I noticed that. Okay, there's a builder star. That's all right. Yeah, I'm 500 up. That's good. That's very good. I don't think anything crazy should be able to happen that'll let that guy overtake me.
With 5 commons quarters, sampling all the city's entertainments can easily lead to penury and perhaps divorce.
Yeah, I feel like I've been going a lot slower this game than last time. And I probably am. But I'm trying to push ahead as far as I can. I'm back up to almost 3,000 science per turn, so that's good. And as soon as I get to that being able to be built, I can land razor and just knock it out.
Come, relax. Let us speak honestly.
Now, what are these guys doing? Nothing I need to be concerned about. Actually, I've got enough to upgrade these guys. I think I'll do that. There is an army. Well, it's a cavalry. I kind of want green to try something at this point. That way all of this won't have been for nothing. Okay, so let's try and bust out more science. Ooh, 32. 37? Dang. Yeah.
Death from starvation.
I knew that was coming.
It seems that these are the times that try a people's...
Influence on commons quarters, influence on research quarters. I guess I could take that.
Talent must be found and nurtured. Is that it? Though flowers can be found among the weeds.
Yeah, I know. I'm working on it. Okay, there's rocket science. Yeah, I'm getting commons quarters. Here, I'll buy one. don't really know what happened here. Except that I kept putting down district after district after district, and I guess it didn't work out. See, this one was worth 20, so I'm going to start with it. In fact, it's Landraiser. Let's get those out, shall we? I'm trying. Okay, let's see here. There. That'll only take a turn.
Starvation?
Bam!
I'm afraid they've already
Race is
eaten
on.
all the bread and the cake, and now the pantry
Okay,
seems
so
empty.
now I need oil. I need 2 oil. So, got one there. Is there anywhere else I have oil? No? Interesting. Hey, you.
A delight, as always. How may we aid each
Thanks. Lunarlander. Yep, over there looks good. Science.
You're at the end of an ideology axis? Well, there's something to be said for unswerving dedication to a cause.
Gold. You know, if that were like 5,000 or maybe 50,000, it could be worth it, but 500 is just nothing at this stage of the game. Maybe if that were like 500 a turn for 10 turns. I don't know. And you know what? It's the same thing with the influence. It's... Even though the 10 stability is kind of... nothing... I mean, that's a district.
Friend,
you know?
it is good to see you.
Okay, so let's get some more Comets Quarters here. If nothing else, I'm getting some Builder Stars out of it. You know? Building some districts. Okay, yeah, you help with the Lunarlander. And you too. In fact, why don't you go on Landraiser? Let's make sure this gets banged out.
This story will echo through time.
Nice.
A first step onto another world, and perhaps into a great future.
Okay, so now I need another oil and 1 uranium. I'm gonna have to wait on the uranium. However, I believe this guy had more oil.
Friend, it is good to
Yes.
see you.
So how long am I waiting on the uranium? About 17 turns. Ouch. Well, what can I do in the meantime? Well, I'll go ahead and build one of these here, even though it's currently going to be going into production instead. But I'll turn this off a Landraiser momentarily. Up here, I guess I'll just do the same thing. Build some research quarters. Got some good ones. Over here, same thing. Let's get a couple of these out. Yeah, look at that. 30, 37. Then up here, well, I'm out of space for common quarters. You know what? I just realized I never built an aqueduct. That'll help. Then I guess I'll build some garrisons. I mean, and I can take this city off of Landraiser. That'll help. With my science.
You have unlocked
Got
the
to the
Research
Research Institute.
Institute. It will not merely provide additional answers, but open up a whole range of ever more perplexing questions.
I'm getting there. It's taken me a while, but I'm getting there. Yeah, this is looking like more of a 400 turn game than a 300. I would have won at turn 300 if it would have ended there. So, really, this is kind of in my opponent's favor, even though I've got a pretty good lead now. I've got, what, 800? Okay, I can take this off of Landraiser. See if I can get another... Yeah, look at that. 30, 27. More science. Wait. More stability.
With 30 research quarters, I think we can safely say that the Library of Alexandria has been avenged.
Good. Don't want to get rid of my nature reserve. Let's see if I can get some food in here. Okay, got uranium enrichment. Well, bam. And then... Well, bam. Gotta buy that one out. Then I think I can actually start working on this. Yeah, if I can find a spot for it. Oh, there's one. Then, as far as technology, let's just go towards a fusion reactor.
Your empire is an enigma.
While I was there. Oh, got an estate star. Nice. Okay. Okay, I think I can finally breathe easy. I'm pretty sure I've got this. You know what? I'm gonna put this back on Landraiser. Gonna have you help. Also on Landraiser. Whoa.
Your empire.
Keep doing that. You know what? You go on Landraiser. I'm gonna be bleeding money, but I want to get that done. Let's go. Let's go. There we are.
A phenomenal achievement of civilization-wide ingenuity.
Gonna go ahead and just
Perspiration, collaboration,
click one of those
bureaucracy,
down.
and a dozen supertankers worth of coffee.
end. last turn. So everybody just work on that obelisk.
First among
There we go.
peerless among peers. Without inflating your ego too much, it must be said that you have claimed the mythic place in the tumultuous history of humankind.
And after the start, we had...
History will not remember you as a warrior, or banker, or farmer. Your fame was garnered more or less everywhere. You were also one of those who managed to build a wonder. For this alone, you deserve to be remembered, if nothing else. Above and beyond all this, one thing you have left to posterity is a healthy, green planet with mere traces of pollution. And I must note the role of faith in your success. To lead a religion in an increasingly secular world is no mean feat.
Sounds like I just got an achievement.
One more testament to your perseverance. Part of your legacy was being involved in the longest war in history. Congratulations. Under your guidance, the thrilling tale of humankind has been rewritten in your own words. There may be future adventures and deeds, an even grander scope for this grand story. Regardless, you have left a great mark and answered the question. How far will you push humankind?
Yeah. We did it. We did it, everybody. Handshakes all around. High fives for those who want them. Number 1. And my best era was the Ming. Cool. Yeah, we'll watch this go. Because I was struggling until probably around the early modern. I think that's when I overtook first place. Because up until then, I mean, I was hanging out last up until like a classic medieval. Those Romans did save my butt, though. Yeah. Their Praetorian guards are basically what allowed me to survive and thrive. Yep, there we go. Over 10K. Nice, nice. Okay, we can skip the rest of the AI. Yeah, well, look at these, though. Yeah, my fame. Yeah, if you look down here, you know, I was kind of neck and neck, middle of the pack, and then I dropped to the bottom for a good long while. Probably about 50 turns. Then I started slowly crawling my way back, passing a couple of them, and then it wasn't until, like, right there that I finally overtook Red, and then he overtook me back, and then we just kind of played that game for a while, and then, yeah, even there we were neck and neck again. And we were just, yeah, going up at the same pace almost. I really think the difference was those Estate stars, because I think this was the first big one, and then that was probably another. Wow. Yeah. So food, yeah, I sucked at, and he was like all agrarian, so that's not surprising. Industry, yeah, it looks like I was just neck and neck with him until the very end when I started turning on and off Landraiser. Money, yeah, I didn't. There was a brief period where I was in first, but I was just kind of with the pack most of the time. Whoops, missed science. So science, I was never in first. Wow. Wow, look at that. But influence, I definitely was. Stability, I was pretty stable, except then there was a little hiccup there at the end, but I made it back. I made it back. Population, yeah, the all agrarian guy beat me there by a wide margin. He had 480 nearly. That's insane. Religion, hey, I won that. it looks like, from most of the game. Research, yeah, I figured I was lagging behind him, but I still made it to Mars. Trade, yeah, I was out in first. That makes sense, because I like just filling in all the trade routes. They are really strong. Military, yeah, I was just kind of with them most of the game. I made sure that I was still relevant. Yeah, oddly enough, Green had all that military, but he had nowhere to go with it. If he would have crashed it into me, I would have destroyed it. And then number of cities. Yeah, just right there with the pack. Okay. Well, that will do it for our Empire difficulty run. We did it! We did it! Maybe next time I'll try Humankind. Maybe. But we'll have to figure that out next time. Later.